Age UK Bristol has been expressing concerns over cuts to housing support services following the conclusion of a consultation regarding the funding of local services. Latest swathe of cuts amounts to £4.7 million and ranges from libraries to adult social care. Over the weekend, thousands took to the streets to protest the austerity cuts handed down by central government. The cost of Age UK Bristol support is said to be £1,200 per person per year.
In our housing support service, it costs on average £1,200 per person per year, and we look after 200 people per year. If we compare that with the costs of not providing the service, if you think about the fact that for 50% of our clients, it's about the threat of like homelessness. The majority of our clients have got severe sort of debt issues. We do benefit checks on people, which help people then get more income into their families and their household. We help the people negotiate with the council and with the utility providers to pay back their sort of like debts. We try to encourage them not to spend their money on things like drugs and alcohol, but on the things that they need to sort of spend their money on. So if you think about how much we save the council in the rents that they get given that they wouldn't be given otherwise, it costs thousands of pounds to evict somebody. If you do evict somebody, then often they'll need either temporary accommodation, which costs £200 a week, or some of them will end up in a sort of care home situation rather than being able to live independently of their own homes. That costs between £25,000 and £40,000 a year for somebody in that state. We sometimes avoid sort of costly care packages by giving them the support we do, and care packages are often at a low end will cost £5,000 a year. We save the council in the NHS thousands, and it costs us £1,200 a year to do it. Then it's not just about saving money, it's also about helping people to live as rich and a fulfilling life as possible.
Well, this week Mayor Marvin Rees is in Westminster to oppose cuts to local funding. In a statement, Councillor Helen Holland, Cabinet Member for Adult Social Care, said, "We are looking closely at how we can prioritise services for those most in need. The Supporting People consultation, which covered housing support, has now closed. All feedback will now be considered alongside the Equalities Impact Assessment when developing the final proposals to put to the Cabinet."